Hello and happy new year, and on today's tutorial, just going right into it, we're going to be making simple loops, and these are the materials that we're going to be using. You're going to need some yarn, a lighter, a hook, some jump rings and earring hooks, and definitely you're going to need this rounded loops because we're not going to be using the open and close loop. I just made this looped using a soft wire. It was very simple. Just take a soft wire and put it around something circular, and you can be able to obtain the metallic loop. I don't know what to call them, but you can be able to get that. If you need a short tutorial on it, you can comment and I'll definitely share how I made mine into such nice circles. There are usually pre-made circles that are sold online, so you could also search online if you can get them. Now we're going to start by making single crochets all around. To make a single crochet, you're going to do a slip knot, and you're going to insert your hook in the knot and crochet all around the circular wire loop, and you're just going to be making single crochets that cover all around the wire, all the way around, from the beginning all the way around to the end. I didn't count my stitches, but I just made sure to keep them evenly spaced out, just not too far away, not too closely packed together, just a good amount as long as the whole wire was covered. And this, you'll notice this is a soft wire, so you just need to be a bit gentle with your work, not to tighten your stitches so much, just be loosely and be flexible. We're now at the end, and we're going to do just one more single crochet just to close off the space. You can do one or two more, and then you finally seal it up with a slip stitch. Now to continue, you're going to chain one, and since we're going to be working on the inside, we're just going to turn all the single crochet stitches to face inwards. We're going to be working in a circular manner until we get to the center inside the loop. That's why I'm turning my work inside to face inside. Once that is done, remember we had already chained one. So for this second row, this is row number 2, we're going to be skipping 2 spaces and doing a half double crochet in the third space. We're going to be skipping 2 single crochet spaces. Now you're going to start off with a single crochet just to give you a foundation. Then you're going to skip 2 spaces, and in the third space, that's where you're going to insert your hook, pull through all the loops on your hook. That's to make a half double crochet, and that is going to be the pattern all through. So like I said, ensure your work isn't too tight. Try and make sure your hands are flexible so that your wire does not get to distort its shape if it's a slim wire, because I'm sure it's going to be a slim wire because the earrings need to be lightweight. This is very, very lightweight earrings. So just like that, do half double crochets all around the loop. You skip 2 spaces. In the third space, you do a half double crochet all around until you get to the point where we began. Once you're done with the second row, you're going to fasten off with a slip stitch, then chain 1 to pull up the loop and to pull up the row and start a new row. And for this next row, we are going to be working with half double crochets like we have done in the second row. And for this row, we're going to be skipping as well. We're going to be skipping one space and doing a half double crochet in the next space. So I have started with one half double crochet, and I'm going to skip the next space, then do another half double crochet. Remember to keep your tension loose so that your work isn't too tight and the shape isn't distorted. So you can see I'm just trying to make sure my stitches are loose and they have the allowance, since I like the spaced out design, but you can also choose to just do one half double crochet in each and every space for this third row. But I like the way it gives the project some nice air spaces, which I feel is so beautiful. So if you wish, you could also just do half double crochets all around to come up with your own design, but just ensure to keep your tension in the right level so that it's not too tight. Now, as we finish off round 3, we also close up with a slip stitch. Just where we began, that's where we close, and that is row 3. If you wish, you can leave your project here because this is also a beautiful design. You can leave it here, and it will depend as well with the size of loop you want to make. For the 4th row, again, we're going to be starting by chaining 1 and then doing a half double crochet in the starting space. And for this row, we're going to do a half double crochet in each and every space all around. You can see the circle keeps decreasing towards the inside, so just do half double crochet all around. If in the previous row you had done a half double crochet in each and every space, for this row you can skip a space, or if you wish you could continue, but I feel like that's gonna make it a bit loose. So just do half double crochet all around. And if you had not skipped in the previous row, just now you can see the alternation is when I skip in this row, I don't skip in the next row. If I've not skipped in the next row, for the next row I'm going to skip. So that is how you can alternate your rows. If you're doing a bigger loop, it will be able to accommodate. You just need to interchange between skipping and not skipping until you get to the point where you feel you're satisfied. If you want to leave it midway, if you want to continue and close it fully, then that's just how you interchange. And I prefer using half double crochet because it's a bit shorter compared to double crochet, and single crochet is a bit too small. So this is my 5th row, and as you can see, the circle is getting smaller, and I'm just completing it and finally closing it up with a slip stitch. For the 5th row, I did skip one space to the next, and that is where I close off, because you can't, if you like to close the space completely, you can fasten it off as well. You can do one final row of maybe 2-3 half double crochets and it will close that space. But I feel this is great and satisfied with it. You could add a bead in the middle, you could add a flower in the middle, you could add flowers all around. Just come up with your own design, and be sure to tag me in your posts and make as many as you can.